Adrian had once been the man Eleanor loved without hesitation. That was what made his betrayal so devastating. He hadn't simply made a mistake. He had chosen himself over her, sharing private things she had trusted him with, allowing others to believe lies about her, and abandoning her when standing beside her would have cost him something. When Elena discovered everything, she didn't scream. She simply looked at him and said, "I trusted you with the parts of me I don't show anyone." Adrian had no answer. She walked away. For months he tried to reach her. Messages went unanswered. Calls went to voicemail. When they accidentally crossed paths, Elena treated him like a stranger. Eventually, Adrian stopped asking her to forgive him. Instead, he began doing the one thing he had never done before. He took responsibility. He told their friends the truth, even though it embarrassed him. He corrected every lie he had helped create. When people asked why he was doing it, he never said it was for Elena. He said, because she deserved the truth whether she ever comes back to me or not. Still, Elena didn't return. When Adrian finally saw her again, she was different, stronger, happier, and completely capable of living without him. He wanted to tell her he had changed, but he knew she had heard promises before, so he didn't. He simply said, "I'm glad you're doing well." She studied him suspiciously. "You're not going to ask me to give you another chance?" "No." "Why?" "Because you already gave me a chance. I destroyed it. If there ever is another one, it has to be something you choose, not something I talk you into." For the first time, Elena didn't walk away immediately, but she still didn't forgive him. When they slowly began speaking again, she kept him at a distance. She questioned everything. If he was late, she noticed. If his story changed, she noticed. If he became defensive, she pulled away. Sometimes Adrian found it painful, but he never punished her for it. "You're allowed to be afraid of me," he told her once. "I taught you to be." That sentence stayed with her. Adrian never demanded that Eleanor forget what happened. He understood that forgiveness wasn't the same as forgetting, and trust wasn't something he could request. It was something she had to feel safe enough to give. One night, after an argument, Elena stood by the door with tears in her eyes. "I love you," she said, "but sometimes I still wonder if I'm stupid for believing you again." Adrian's heart broke, but he didn't tell her she was wrong. "You're not stupid," he said. "You loved someone who didn't know how to value that love. I did. And if it takes the rest of my life to show you that I've become someone worthy of it, then I'll take the rest of my life." Eleanor didn't run into his arms. She didn't suddenly forget everything. She simply stayed. That was the beginning. Months later, Adrian proposed, not with a grand speech about destiny, but with a quiet promise. "I can't promise I'll never disappoint you," he said. "I'm human. But I can promise that I will never again betray you and call it love. I will tell you the truth when it's difficult. I will stand beside you when it's inconvenient. And when you are afraid, I won't ask you to trust my words. I'll give you reasons to trust my actions." Eleanor cried, not because the past had disappeared. It hadn't. She cried because, after months of watching him prove himself when he thought nobody was watching, she finally believed that his love was no longer something he merely felt. It was something he had learned to live. She took his hand. "I forgive you," she whispered. "But," Eleanor continued, "I didn't forgive you because you convinced me. I forgave you because for years you stopped trying to convince me and started becoming the man you said you wanted to be." Only then did Adrian understand. He hadn't won her back with words, but by one honest choice at a time.